massive spiral galaxy nearby. The Andromeda Galaxy is the nearest massive spiral galaxy to our own, despite the fact that several dozen smaller galaxies are closer to our Milky Way. The Andromeda Galaxy is the brightest external galaxy you can see, excluding the large and small Magellanic Clouds, which may be seen from Earth's southern hemisphere. It is the furthest object that the majority of us humans can see with our unaided eyes at a distance of 2.5 million light-years. With a distance of 2.7 million light-years, the huge spiral galaxy Triangulum is a little further away. It belongs to our local group of galaxies, much like the Andromeda Galaxy does. Additionally, it is allegedly sometimes visible to the naked eye. However, because it faces us, it has a low surface brightness. It's quite difficult to view, unlike the Andromeda Galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy is sometimes referred to as Messier 31 or M31 by astronomers. It was ranked number 31 on a well-known list of fuzzily defined objects created by French astronomer Charles Messier, 1730 to 1817. When looking for comets, his catalog indicated things to avoid. These days, amateur astronomers use telescopes and binoculars to look for these objects. They are among the most exquisite deep sky objects ever discovered. In our Milky Way galaxy, star clusters and gas clouds make up the majority of Messier objects. However, the Andromeda Galaxy is a completely distinct galaxy that is considerably larger than the Milky Way. It appears large in the sky on a clear night, a smudge of far-off light bigger than a full moon. How to find it and when? Andromeda, also known as M31, is visible from mid-northern latitudes for at least a portion of every night during the year. However, the majority of people first notice the galaxy around August or September, when it is high enough in the sky to be visible from dusk till dawn. Start your search for the galaxy in the middle of the evening in late August or early September, around halfway between local dusk and midnight. The Andromeda Galaxy appears in the eastern sky at dusk in late September and early October, swings high above in the middle of the night, and stands pretty high in the west at the beginning of morning dawn. The Andromeda Galaxy can also be seen during the winter evenings. It's possible that you won't see the galaxy at all if you are distant from any city lights and you are stargazing on a moonless night in the late summer, autumn, or winter. However, there are two ways to use star hopping to locate the galaxy if you are unable to see it easily. Utilizing Cassiopeia, the Queen, is the simplest method. The Pegasus Great Square is an additional option. There are two techniques to locate the Andromeda Galaxy. It's simple to locate the constellation Cassiopeia. On the dome of the sky, look broadly northward for a constellation of stars that resembles the letters M or W. If you are familiar with finding the Big Dipper and the North Star, Polaris, keep in mind that Cassiopeia and the Big Dipper constantly move in opposition to one another as they circle Polaris. You can use the Great Square of Pegasus to starhop to the Andromeda Galaxy. This route is longer, but it's more lovely in many respects. You'll be flying from the Great Square of Pegasus to the Andromeda Galaxy. The Great Square of Pegasus like a massive baseball field in the autumnal eastern sky. Imagine that the lowest star of the Great Squares for stars is home plate. Then, draw an imaginary line from the first base star through the third base star to identify two star streamers that are departing the Great Square. The constellation Andromeda, the Princess, contains these stars. Locate the stars Myric and Mu Andromedae by moving two stars north, left of the third base star on each streamer. Draw a line that travels twice the distance between Myric and Mu Andromedae, starting at Myric. The Andromeda Galaxy, where you have just landed, appears to the untrained eye as a smear of light. evolution of our understanding of the Andromeda Galaxy. The Great Andromeda Nebula was the previous name for the Andromeda Galaxy. Scientists hypothesized that this area of light was either a solar system in the midst of forming or was made up of incandescent gases. Astronomers weren't able to separate the Andromeda Spiral Nebula into individual stars until the 20th century. The location of the Andromeda Spiral Nebula and other spiral nebulae in relation to the Milky Way has been the subject of debate since its discovery. When Edwin Hubble discovered that the Andromeda Galaxy is in fact an island universe that lies outside the boundaries of our Milky Way galaxy in the 1920s, he finally put an end to the debate, setting up Andromeda and the Milky Way. The two largest and most powerful galaxies in the local group of galaxies are the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies. The Andromeda Galaxy is the largest galaxy in the local group, which also includes the Triangulum galaxy and roughly 30 other smaller galaxies in addition to the Milky Way. About a dozen satellite galaxies belong to both the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy. Both have a diameter of about 100,000 light-years and have enough mass to support billions of stars. Our local group has been found to be on the periphery of a massive cluster of thousands of galaxies known as the Virgo cluster by astronomers. In addition, we are aware of an atypical supercluster of galaxies that includes the Virgo cluster, our local group, our Milky Way galaxy, and the nearby Andromeda Galaxy. This Virgo supercluster has at least 100 galaxy groupings and clusters. It is estimated to have a diameter of 110 million light-years. There are countless superclusters in the observable universe, and the Virgo supercluster is one among them. A large portion of what we know, or believe we know, about the cosmos is described as having definite possibility. In 1912, a preliminary attempt was made to determine the Andromeda Galaxy's radial velocity, or its forward or backward motion along our line of sight. This galaxy will eventually collide with the Milky Way. After that, astronomers initially thought the galaxy was moving toward us at a speed of about 200 miles per second, 300 kilometers per second, but they later changed their minds. Then, in May 2012, NASA astronomers declared they could now confidently forecast when these giant galaxies will collide. However, keep in mind that the Andromeda Galaxy is 2.2 million light-years away and that 1 light-year is equivalent to about 10 trillion kilometers, 6 trillion miles. Therefore, even though it appears that this galaxy is moving toward our Milky Way galaxy, there is no reason to worry about it. When galaxies meet, galaxies don't precisely crash into one another when they collide, though. When galaxies collide, they pass through each other like ghosts because there is so much more space than there are stars even in a galaxy. However, colliding galaxies do interact through gravity, which can result in them changing their shapes or even joining together to form a larger galaxy. The enormous Andromeda Galaxy, Messier 31, which is 2.5 million light-years away, is the most distant object visible to the unaided eye. This is all for today. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. See you soon.